Okay, guys. Today I thought I would discuss with you a startling phenomenon called NDE. It's abbreviated as NDE. The expansion would be near-death experience. These are cases where people have been declared brain dead and they have spent minutes or say something like half an hour in a state of brain death and then came back to life. Now these people have shared a lot of experiences which the scientific community thought are actually illusions or hallucinations that these people undergo during the stage of brain death. But then, recent research by psychiatrists, psychologists have proven beyond a shadow of doubt that the experiences of all those people who have gone through brain death are more or less similar. When these experiences across the world are similar, it points a finger at the possibility of these experiences being very real. And that's exactly what we are going to discuss. Now, almost all of them, all these people who have gone through brain death and came back to life, talk about looking at their own bodies from a height. It's as if they are looking at their own body from a certain height. Now this we could have treated as an illusion if it was an experience by one or two. But universally, every single case of brain death and near-death experience, there is this feeling of looking at their own body from a height, which points a finger at the existence of something called the spirit or the soul. This also reinforces the concept, the religious concept, that the body is different from the soul. The science and medical science believes that once a person dies, that's it, everything is over. His body is dead and his mind is dead. And modern medical science and science does not believe in anything called the spirit or the soul. But then recent research has proven beyond a shadow of doubt that there is something called soul or spirit, which separates from the body and observes the body from a height for a few minutes after death. Now in every single case of near-death experience, people have shared the vision of a tunnel, a long tunnel, with light at the end of the tunnel. Something like the wormholes that modern space science describes. A wormhole, unlike a black hole, is actually an alleyway or a connectivity between galaxies, distant galaxies. So they have seen, all of them have seen something like a wormhole, and at the end of which there is light. Now startlingly or surprisingly, most of these people have experienced a very kind, gentle, considerate, magnanimous, humanitarian spirit. The presence of a personality which is very kind, gentle and considerate during these stages of brain death or near-death experience. Now, it would be quite obvious that, or the religion would interpret this as nothing but the presence of God. You could counter these arguments by saying that these are stages of illusion, hallucination, whatever. But please note, it is impossible for hundreds of people to have the same illusion or hallucination, which confirms the fact that in near-death experience, people have looked at their body from a certain height, or in other words, that conclusively proves the existence of the spirit or the soul. People have also seen a long tunnel with light at the end of the tunnel, which modern science interprets as a wormhole or the connectivity between galaxies, and the religion interprets as a passage to heaven. And almost all these people have also experienced the presence of a kind, gentle, humanitarian, magnanimous personality which the religion would certainly interpret as the presence of God. Now, what is happening is, science and religion, finally, are coming together. Their findings are almost alike. And we come to a conclusion that during near-death experiences, people have witnessed soul separating from the body. They have looked at the body from above. They have seen a tunnel which the religion calls as the passage to heaven, which science calls as a wormhole. They have also experienced the presence of a kind, gentle personality, which religion calls God, and science has no name for this. Well, I am convinced that there is something called soul or the spirit. And there is a passage at the end of death. And there is some kind of presence which is comparable to what religion calls God. Thank you very much.